Well, now the World Health Organization warning of a high biological risk after fighters gain control of the National Public Health Laboratory in Khartoum. That lab contains samples of measles, cholera, and other dangerous pathogens. Joining us now is Dr. Monica Gandhi, professor of medicine at UC San Francisco. Dr. Gandhi, thank you for being here. This sounds potentially very scary. Obviously, we just dealt with the pandemic. The World Health Organization warns of this high risk of biological hazard. What exactly does that mean?
So I agree with you. This is worrisome. So essentially, we have various levels of biosafety in laboratories. If there's any pathogens that are airborne, it's what's called BSL-4. Any lab dealing with SARS-CoV-2 COVID should be at the very highest level. And then there's different levels for different pathogens. Measles is actually one of the most contagious viruses that we know of, and it spread very quickly. Cholera is spread through fecal, oral, or through water. And then polio is also spread through fecal, oral, or water. And public health labs can sometimes have these stocks of different pathogens. It clearly sounds like this public health lab in Sudan does. And so this being seized means that, frankly, there's bioweapon potential to take these pathogens and make them into bioweapons. We've always worried about that for anthrax, for example. It's why we keep smallpox around, even though it's eradicated. There's still little places where we have smallpox around just in case it ever becomes a bioweapon. So you're right. Biosafety is of utmost importance, and we need to get this lab back right now.
All right, so Dr. Gandhi, we mentioned measles, we mentioned cholera. Is there any indication as to what else is inside that lab? Or is there maybe one specific thing in there that poses the greatest risk, or that you hear and you think, uh-oh, that's really a scary one?
The one that worries me the most of what was mentioned is measles, because polio and cholera are waterborne, or foodborne. So something terrible can happen, like you could put it in the water supply, cholera, because it can replicate in the water supply, but it has to get into humans, and then it goes out to the stool. But measles is extremely contagious. It's actually one of the most transmissible respiratory viruses that we know. You get one measles person in a room and everyone gets the measles. So I'm worried about one of these people who have seized this lab opening up a measles, to getting measles, in some way spreading measles. I mean, I just think that respiratory viruses are always really scary.
Well, and not to take this in a different direction, but let's say that the measles somehow were to jump here to America. There are a lot of people who are no longer vaccinated against measles, right?
You're right. So actually, this is really a very important story, but it's not just in America, but 67 million children missed out on life-saving routine childhood vaccinations during the pandemic. Part of that was school closures. Part of that was closing down medical care, people being scared to go to medical care. And frankly, part of that is distrust of the public health system. And you are right that our measles vaccination rates in the United States and our polio rates have gone down. There was a measles outbreak in Ohio this last August. So we are susceptible. We used to be more immune. We used to be what's called eliminated. Measles was eliminated in the United States, but we're more vulnerable now.
Right.
So that's the other thing that needs to happen, is we need to get our vaccination rates. We need public health to regain some of their trust.
Right. And I do want to acknowledge there are certainly, plenty of parents who opt not to vaccinate. That is absolutely their right. But Dr. Gandhi, what kind of threat are we talking about? I mean, what happens if some of these pathogens do get out of that lab, are in fact in the wrong hands, and the worst case scenario here?
So what I actually think is that hopefully anyone who has seized the Sudan lab has no biomedical experience or laboratory experience, because there are two ways that bad things happen with pathogens from a biosafety perspective. One is that someone chooses to make it a weapon, but you do actually have to have scientific expertise to make a bioweapon, to take a stock of something and figure out how to get it into the water supply or get it into the air or get someone infected. That's really takes scientific knowledge. The second way, though, is someone getting infected from being in the laboratory and then going and spreading it to others. So say someone gets measles, then they can just literally be out in the environment in the middle of this terrible war situation and spread it. I'm hoping no one has scientific expertise, that's gotten this lab. I just think it's a little crazy that they grabbed a lab. And this is the kind of thing that when you're thinking about securing spaces, you want to secure a pathogen lab immediately.
Absolutely. All right, Dr. Monica Gandhi, as always, we appreciate your expertise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.